Guys, and welcome back to another Star Wars figure review. Next video we're going to give a look at another one of the 40th anniversary Star Wars figures that's just come out on the recent first wave, and what we're looking at today is R2-D2. Now before we look at him in proper full, we'll take a look at the packaging this one comes in. And it's the same as the 40th anniversary, but of course the bubble is a bit smaller, seeing as R2's height in comparison to the other characters. It makes a bit more sense. And on the back there you have all the other figures available in the wave once again, along with the Legacy pack stamp. As you see, R2-D2 goes there in front of Luke and Vader. So that'll look well when I've got the stand ready and finished in a few weeks. So as you see, it's all the same as before. You got that still from the movie of R2 there, looking to the side. It's probably when he's on like Tatooine or something there, or in the Sandcrawler. I'm not too sure where that's from. That's a good packaging look as well. Like still retains the good figure quality of packaging that most of them do. So now we'll get to the figure because there wasn't really much to look at. First off, I'm going to say this is a really hard one to find. I was lucky to grab hold of this one when I got it, because believe me, someone else could have easily got it when I got it. So yeah, basically the figure, because as of now, Star Action Figures have the figure available for pre-order, but he's not going to be released until October. That's the time of filming this review, so you've got quite a wait if you want to get him. It's the same with the Han Solo. Of course, this figure was a repack of the original version, so if by any chance you managed to find that one, you decide you just want that instead, just buy it because it's the same figure. So we'll run down the figures. I think I'll run down the figures articulation first. You have the swivel dome, swivel legs and hinges at the ankles, which you also have on the middle leg there. And what's good about the middle leg on this one is it's one of those where you can actually turn the head and it will go up. And you can stand him like that. You can just see it there like that, and you turn the head back the other way and it comes back down. Which is, I never actually had an Astromech droid figure that did that. I always did ones that have the removable third leg, so it's good to have one that does it the other way around. And it wouldn't just seem worthy of the price just to pay for this figure on its own, because the figure does come with a ton of accessories, which you can attach through his dome. And because by removing the slots on his dome here, you have little slots to put in the set accessories. So the first accessory is Luke Skywalker's lightsaber out of Return of the Jedi. So of course he has that, and he fires it towards Luke, and so that sticks in there before he fires it out to Luke. Then you take the second one out in the side there, and what you can do with that is attach the sight thing, which is this thing here. It's a sight thing he has when he's on Dagobah, when he falls into the swamp after falling out of Luke's X-Wing. So you've got that there, if that one sticks out there. And the third one on the dome is this sort of satellite dish thing, like a signal reader, because he has that in Empire Strikes Back when Luke is out in the middle of the Hoth wasteland, lost, and like R2's at the base trying to catch signal from him or from Han, who's searching for him at that point in the movie. So of course you can easily take these out as well. So also, yeah, like I said, I forget the name of them, so you just want to see it on its own. So put this one back on here. There you go. So just like that, when he's scanning for the... oh, there goes my phone. Sorry about that. When he's scanning for just signal from Han or Luke. So, let's just do with that. There you go, sorry about that. So yeah, so there's R2 again, on his own without things. So, as well as these accessories, you get two more main ones here, because these two doors on his cylinder can be opened. So you can have his first one here, which is the tool he uses to open doors. Uses or just access switches, because he uses this in most episodes. He uses it in Empire Strikes Back when he's opening, when they're fleeing Cloud City. He uses it in episode 4 when they're getting the signal from the Death Star, when 3PO's trying to find them. And he uses it of course in just like, yeah, he uses it across time, like on Endor as well, before he gets shot and attack the clones to save Padme's life and render the Sith, most of the time really. And the other one is this little claw mechanism which he has on his front. I remember him using it in The Empire Strikes Back because he uses it when Yoda is sort of messing about with Luke's stuff, and he's got the light, and R2 tries to nick the light back off him. He uses this when he's sneaking it back out. So, and the final mode of accessories that are included are these rocket thrusters that he uses in the prequel trilogy. Because what you can do, because they've melded up, they've got these parts here on the side of him, the blue lines. These can actually be removed, just simply like that. And there are slots there which can be taken over by this with the rocket thrusters there. The same can be done on the other side. There you go. So now I'm like when he's flying across the droid foundry on Geonosis, or when he destroys those battle droids on the Invisible Hand. You've got him there like that. And the good thing is, I like how they sort of included it with separate spots instead of just having like spots on these to put the thrusters on. Like that would have looked weird. So like how Hasbro decided to get this and put it properly like this. So like I said, R2 out of the Black Series, the 40th anniversary line, one of the best figures I've got. Like, obviously the scale seems a bit different because it's a shorter figure and it doesn't seem so worth the price, but the accessories do start kind of even it up a little bit. So that's worth kind of makes it more worth the price you paid, and considering as it's probably one of the hardest figures to find out of the 40th anniversary line, I'd suggest that if you do find him, just buy him without question. Because I actually found this figure in Forbidden Planet, and I was just chatting with one of the store guys in there, and he was explaining to me how they had the 40th anniversary figures and they kind of just were flying off the shelves. There were like about a couple of Luke's and Obi-Wans left when I got there. And then I mentioned the whole R2 thing, and then it's like our conversation ended, and he came back over and he said, "Oh, excuse me, today's your lucky day," and he showed us that he'd found an R2 in the storeroom, so I was just like, yeah, I'll have that. So I bought that, and then I have R2. So yeah, so like I said, if you do find him, get him, even if it's the 40th anniversary or the original Black Series Wave 1 release, just get him, because you know you're not going to find him again until he comes out, because you'll have to just wait till October. So I will put a link to that in the description where you can buy him at Star Action Figures, or pre-order him for now, just because of the amount of time to wait. The same goes for Han Solo. If you find him, the same thing, just buy him if you can. But that is my R2-D2. I'll bring the third leg back down again so you can see that. Yeah, it's just by turning the dome. There we go. So that is R2-D2 from the Black Series. And I shall see you next time when I do my next review.